In just a few seconds, one decision was made that no one truly understood at the time. Yet, the ripple of that choice reshaped the destiny of a nation. What if a simple yes, a phone call, or an overlooked agreement altered the course of history forever? Welcome to Forgotten Decisions, where the smallest choices left the... It was 1961. The Cold War had reached a tense peak. The United States and the Soviet Union were locked in a silent battle where a single decision could trigger unimaginable consequences. Governments around the world were making choices, some monumental, some seemingly trivial, each with the potential to shift the balance of power. Amid this tension, in the corridors of Washington, D.C., a mid-level advisor named John Reynolds was about to make a decision that history would almost forget. Reynolds had worked in government for over a decade, handling countless intelligence reports. Most days, his work went unnoticed. But on October 22, 1961, an intelligence report landed on his desk. Ordinary at first glance, yet it contained a warning. The report detailed Soviet movements, intelligence gaps, and potential threats. While most officials might have filed it away, Reynolds recognized subtle anomalies, small indicators that could not be ignored. Imagine sitting in that office, alone, holding the power to act or ignore. One call, one signature, one decision. Lives, policy, and history depended on his choice. He consulted senior advisors briefly, weighed the risks, and prepared his recommendation. Little did anyone know, this choice would trigger a chain of events that... Finally, Reynolds made his choice. He signed the approval for a covert operation. On paper, it seemed routine. On the ground, it was pivotal. That single signature set in motion intelligence operations. Troop movements and strategic adjustments followed that no one outside the highest echelons would see. The operation succeeded, revealing both vulnerabilities and opportunities. Military planners immediately reconsidered strategies. Alliances were reevaluated. Policies were rewritten. A decision that appeared minor in a quiet office had, in fact, altered the course. The effects were felt immediately in intelligence circles. Analysts restructured priorities. Reports flowed to the White House with new urgency. Internationally, nations reacted subtly. Alliances strengthened, suspicions heightened. The ripple effect of Reynolds' choice touched not just America, but the world. Every action he triggered influenced diplomacy, strategy, and even economics. Historians later described this as a turning point, though it would remain largely unknown to the public. Sometimes, the people who shape history are invisible. Reynolds' story reminds us that not all monuments... So, what lessons can we take from this story? First, attention to detail matters. Small choices, often overlooked, can ripple outward with massive consequences. Second, history is shaped not only by leaders and generals, but by those working quietly behind the scenes. Those whose decisions are unseen often determine the course of nations. Third, decisions are rarely isolated. Every action interacts with others, creating effects that can last decades. Reynolds' single choice illustrates how tiny actions can yield. The story of John Reynolds is a powerful reminder. History remembers great figures, but sometimes forgets the small choices that shaped the world. At Forgotten Decisions, we uncover these moments, decisions that were minor at the time, but monumental in hindsight. Subscribe and join us as we explore more forgotten choices that quietly changed the world. And remember, even the smallest decisions you make today could echo far beyond what you imagine.